pt.2. I also came back real quick because I wanted to finish up what I was saying. Also, it's I can't find another word to use to describe this. It's extremely, extremely, extremely disingenuous to talk about someone being a black racist when a black person can literally say in this country we are the only people who have been discriminated against so harshly and for so long just for the color of our skin, not because of our actions or our deeds. There's both brothers and sisters in the 60s and early 60s and the 50s and the 40s and the 20s. Like, these brothers were not combative with each other like they are now. Like, these brothers and sisters weren't strung out on drugs and things like they are now. Things that were intentionally brought to and put in black communities. Now, to say, oh, well, that doesn't mean you have to use them. Okay, you know what? That's exactly right. But judging from a psychological standpoint, when people are pushed into poverty and things of that nature, they always look for an escape. It's not an excuse, it's an escape. They're feeling fucked up. They want to do something different as far as how they feel. They want to feel different. Okay? But let's not focus on that because that's easy. That's easy to sit there and say, hey, they shouldn't have done these things. Or just because someone puts some drugs there doesn't mean they should be using it. Just because someone put a cup of bleach down and you know it was bleach, you shouldn't drink it because it was. Listen, let's address the motherfucker who's actually putting the cup of bleach down there for you to drink it. Let's address the motherfucker who's actually purchasing these drugs and dropping them into your community. Let's address, why do you not want to address that? That's what I mean when I say you're being disingenuous. That's what I mean when I say give me a detailed list of the cause. Meaning, since you don't understand, meaning the cause of one being racist, so-called black racist. Give me the list of cause. Like, to not say these things and leave them out and then talk about it and give long fucking comments, like, come on, man. Like, stop that bullshit, yo. Like, you cannot tell me you're that much of an apologist. You cannot tell me that it is okay, because if that's the case, I want you to give me your real name, give me your address, let me come to your house and do fucked up shit to you, and you just not say shit about it. You not strike out against it. That's like me looking at a fucking Jewish person right now, or excuse me, one of those European Ashkenazis who call themselves Jews, and looking at them right now and saying they're telling me and telling their children, yo, we don't fuck with Germans. You ain't gotta run around hating nobody. You ain't gotta this, that, and the third, but we don't fuck with Germans. Let's say if it was Jews running around here saying, yo, they need to be fucking exterminated, like, for the shit that they did, and that means it's in their line, it's in their blood, it's in their culture to probably do this shit again. We need to go ahead and exterminate these motherfuckers. Now, you might not agree with exterminating these people. I might not agree with exterminating these people. But at the same time, I understand and agree with the way they feel. Like, come on, man. Like, you really telling me you don't understand that? You're that void of understanding that you cannot comprehend that someone being attacked not for 20 years, not for 10 years, not for 50 years, but for hundreds of years being attacked by these people. Not only are you attacked by these people, but these people spread all types of lies about you to try to get other nations to attack you and hate you. Like, come on, man. And these things are true. It's not my opinion, yo. I didn't grow up wanting to talk about these things. I didn't grow up wanting to talk harshly about Europeans, but I'm sorry, yo, the shoe fits. What the fuck? Like, I'll do the same thing when I address black mothers who don't take care of, who don't watch their kids. And most people always try to throw that shit on the fathers. Nah, I'm one of the people who, the mothers is just as much involved and a part of this shit too. Because you're the ones who send your kids outside, especially in these hoods. You just send your kids outside. You have no idea where the fuck they are. No idea, excuse my language, but no idea where they are. No idea what they're doing. So it's like, yo, they're just, I can say that because it's true, it's real, it's actually happening. Whether someone likes it or not does not change the fact that it's real. So it's the same thing with this racism shit, man. Like, come on, man. Like, how the FBI themselves came out and said this shit almost 10 years ago now, that they said it 10 years ago, that racist white supremacists have infiltrated the police force and government jobs. Like, yo, they're saying this because they obviously have been doing a detailed investigation on this shit to come to a conclusion that these people have successfully infiltrated these positions. My whole thing is, it's just, you're just saying it now because the people who were in the positions before, as far as I'm concerned, were white supremacists. So just because they didn't say it or they weren't going to meetings, it's a certain mindset. It's a mindset when you want to accept that black people can't do anything and have done nothing for society, yet your people have, yet society in itself was built up before you even came to existence on the planet. It was such thing called society. So how could we not do anything beneficial for the world and for society when there's no such thing called called society if it wasn't for my people? Like, so these things are issues that need to be addressed and need to be spoken upon. But for someone to get upset and feel that a chronic murderer, someone who can't help themselves but telling lies constantly, lies that are extremely divisive and cause calamity amongst people, and I just don't get it, man. I don't understand how you could feel that someone shouldn't want that person gone. Like, if a motherfucker if a person is running around causing all types of havoc and chaos, maybe that person needs to be exterminated, because why do we have to go through and suffer through calamity and all types of hardships because this person? And we're not going to say anything. We're not going to talk about this person being exterminated. We're not going to talk about removing this cancer from us. Like, yo, to even say that is racist. Like, yo, you sound stupid, and that shit sounds like one of either three things. That sounds like one of them fucking bedwenches. That sounds like one of them coon ass, kumbaya, let's love everybody shit because you get to fuck white girls. Like, who cares? What whoop you fucking do? You know what I'm saying? Or that sounds like a person suffering from severe Stockholm syndrome. And I think the Stockholm syndrome is a part of all of it, maybe, but I just separated all three of those things because I'm not the person to sit there and give definites on life, man. You can't sit there and say on earth, well, definitely this is this and definitely that is that, because you'll always be proven wrong. But at the same time, man, it's one of the three as far as I'm concerned. Like, I can't fathom any type of person who loves truth and wants righteousness because to reign. It's like the people who are commenting on my page, it's like, you're saying this because I'm doing something or she's doing something to harm society. No, motherfucker, this is a reaction. This is not a cause. Like, there's not a peaceful world flowing around here now. All of a sudden you got people like Cynthia G or Boyce Watkins or Tariq Nasheed who speak on this shit all the time, and we're the ones who are fucking this up and causing all this rift. Man, you said, if that's what you think, for real, man, stay off my page. Like, just go somewhere else. Like, what I say is not for you. You know what I mean? So that's my little 2 cents. I chopped these little 2 videos up just to throw that in there. I wanted to make sure I had enough time to say it. Just stay off my page if you can't understand that a person who's being oppressed is openly known. It's not a secret. It's known all over the planet. So if you're trying to deny that, again, stay the fuck off my page. Like, you're living in La La Land. I'm sorry. And if someone's a fucking cancer to society, a cancer to my family, a threat to my survival, a threat to my survival in the sense of just me being, I don't have to do anything for you to want to kill me. You just want to. So it's like, if that's the case, man, like, I don't have to answer any questions about why I feel that person should be exterminated. I don't have to answer any questions about why I feel others who are in the same position or predicament as me should feel the same way. Like, that's just what, even, I'm going to tell you even one thing, even these godly people, even your Bible, their Bible tells them, their Qurans tell them, all of it says evildoers will be brought to justice and will be punished and severely and exterminated and da 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 da. So if that's the case, man, like, you need to fall in line, man. That's your problem. You need to fall in line with society, real society. Meaning, if someone's a detriment to society, they need to be removed from it. Sorry, like, you white people can't judge people. Their mental makeup is not that of a fair, honest, legitimate person who can step outside themselves and do something like that. So that's my opinion. backed up by a lot of facts. So have a good one.